Hello, I am probably Ben, and welcome back to My Summer Car. As you probably remember in the last episode, I got all of the suspension apart from the front right wishbone and spindle connected, which I have done off camera. Also off camera, I did sleep, so it's not going to be too dark for you guys when I start the next episode. But that's about all I did. Nothing else to report back on, so we'll be able to see those changes now. I did also unplug the phone. Now, the reason I unplug it every time I sleep is because there's a drunk guy that calls and he wants you to go and pick him up. It's the same guy that we sell the Kilju to. So I don't want him calling on a night, at least not yet. He does pay you, but again, I don't want to deal with that just yet. So we'll plug the phone back in. You can see that I'm hungry and getting quite thirsty, so I'll eat my macaroni box. I'll go and have a quick sip, get that thirst all the way down, which is then putting my urine up. So it's time for the first pee of the series. I'll just turn the shower on, get that cleanliness down as well, or dirtiness, sorry. Technically putting my cleanliness up, and then I'll pee all over the bathroom floor in the shower, which is totally normal, as we all know. Yeah, so in this episode, the plan is to build a little bit more of the car. Probably not too much, because we have some other things to do. And then we'll be going to probably start brewing some Kilju, which will mean we'll have to go and collect the Kilju buckets and also the ingredients to actually brew it. As you can see, there you go, the wishbone and spindles being connected. So I'll get the front right struts, I'll attach that. I'll get there's the physics updating. And I'll get these on, which is a size 10. I really cannot wait to get this ratchet set. It's going to help out so much in terms of speed of screwing these bolts in. And there's one more around here. There it is. And I think these are 12s. No, these are 9s. Okay. After so many playthroughs of this game, I still forget all the bolt sizes, which is exactly why I have the show bolt sizes mod. What is wrong with my talking today? Can't get my words out correctly. Anyway, let's get these brakes on. Brilliant, there we go. Now I'm going to leave the center bolts unscrewed, just because here are the half shafts. They connect directly to the engine, and having that tighten means you can't connect these straight away. It just saves me a little bit of time later down the line. I'll also connect this steering rod, put it the correct way so it actually screws in easier, or connects easier, should I say. And there we go. That's a 12. That might have been what I was thinking of, I don't know. Brilliant, and just like last time, we don't need to screw that other side. This is as much as we can do for the car at the moment. We could probably start building the engine, but I might leave that till the next episode. I might put some of the bodywork on in this one, and then maybe the radiator, fuel tank, and exhaust, but we'll see. We'll see. There's that tank, and we'll grab the diesel tank and throw that in there too. I am going to take this into town, but I'm going to go the long way around, and you'll see why that is when I get to the destination I'm going to. We are going to be taking our first look at the second town in the game, though, which is Loppe, or Loppe. I don't know exactly how it's pronounced, but I'm just going to call it Loppe. So here we go. I'll get this started. I do have, if you watch my last Euro Truck episode, I did mention that today I was going to be getting a new gear stick, and that has come true. I've got a new gear stick that's compatible with my Logitech G29. It is so much better. I don't have any of these miss input shifting issues. I've tested it thoroughly before getting into this episode, and it works perfectly fine. So that's going to make all my recording for these types of games much better for the future. Yeah, hopefully Penna isn't on the road, but if he is, it's going to be worse for him now because I'm driving this probably multi-ton vehicle, which would just ram him straight off the road. I'm going to also, on the way to this other town, keep an eye on the sides of the road for any wrecked cars. The guy at the garage there, his name's Flitari. He buys wrecked cars, whether they're in like decent-ish shape or you basically cannot tell what it is. He'll buy them. I think there's 4 across the map, and they spawn in. There's a bunch of random places that they can spawn, some of which spawn with car parts for my Satsuma. Hopefully I can come across one on the way, because then that's going to be a bunch of easy cash. But we'll see. As we get to the end of this really long road, we'll be able to turn left instead of right. So rather than going right to Rikipoya, I'll be able to go left towards Loppe. So what I'll do is I'll speed up until that intersection, or until I see a wrecked car. I don't think any spawn on the way there though, so it'll probably just be sped up until that intersection, maybe a little further. And then we'll continue from there. Here we are, approaching the intersection, allowing us to go to Loppe. So I'll just do a hard left here, and just start heading that way. I need to be quite careful though, because again, with Penna being on the road, but also anything that I have in my trailer, with the physics of the game, it could just bounce right out, which obviously would be a problem. Especially once I picked up the items I'm going to collect. There's also a bit of a risk in collecting these items, which you'll see when we get there. And we'll see some other landmarks on the way, which I'll talk through as we go. I think we're actually approaching one now, unless it's a bit further down the road, which I think it. Oh dear! Right, no, recovered. We're good. But yeah, I think it's a bit further down the road, so I'll progress there. I think rather than speeding up all the time, which I did do in my last video, I don't know if it's going to get digested too well, but I think I'll just do a cut transition just so that we get through a bit more stuff. So I'll see you when we get to the first landmark. This little building on the right here, this is going to be where, once we start chopping firewood, this is where we'll deliver it to. So it's not too far from the house, and it's a pretty good source of income. But with it being summer in this game, people don't want firewood all that often. In fact, that's the only guy that does. But yeah, let's jump to the next location. So maybe not jump actually, because we're just here. Got how close it was. This is the guy who sat just there, who we sell the Kilju to, so a little further away. But with the Kilju boxes that I do have, it'll make it much easier to transport them to him. Just double check my. I think there was a train coming then. I might have been wrong, but yeah, it'll make it much easier to transport things to him. And any vehicle that I use, whether it's the tractor or the van when I get access to it, or the Satsuma, even the Ferndale that You'll see that actually in a few moments. It'll just make it easier to transport the Kilju around. Not that there's any other use for it. It's just taking it to that guy since he's an alcoholic with an abundance of money. So anyway, let's progress to Loppe. Here we are entering the town of Loppe. It's a very, well, I say town, it's more of a small village. But here is one of the key locations in the game, which is the guy that will fix our car up if we wreck it too much. But he also sells some other things, which I'll hop out the tractor and show you quickly. He's got his radio on. Here he is. This is Flitari. He sells all these different parts, so some of them are quite expensive. If I want a new gearbox, it's going to cost me more than half of what I've currently got, and even more so for an engine block. But some things that he sells are pretty decent value for money, and I've got a feeling I'll be visiting here quite a lot. But yeah, that's Flitari, and I did mention his vehicle, the Ferndale. More of an American muscle car, but the problem being is that this, I say problem, this is automatic, and it doesn't handle too well as far as I remember, but we'll be able to drive that around at some point once we've fully repaired our Satsuma and brought it here for any potential upgrades. I did want to come here for these. This is another mod that I've got. It just allows me to sort of walk around the pit in my garage and also roll the Satsuma onto the pit without any risk of it falling in, because I've had that several times. And without this mod, it is an absolute nightmare. I don't know what happened there. I think I just scaled the side of that broken truck. But yeah, let's get these in the back of my my trailer. Hopefully I don't lose them on the way home. There is also a little... Oh, yeah, I just scaled the side of the truck. The broken truck, that is. But anyway, there's a little save point just around here. I don't think I've ever used this one, but you know, the option's there. There we go. So let's head around this other side of the garage, because there's a couple of items which are pretty nice. A GT steering wheel, which we'll be using over the stock one. We'll try and build it up to be the Satsuma GT. We'll try and keep it with all the exact same specs as well, which would be nice. And then we've also got... Oh yeah, I forgot he stops when you do that. Well, I'm not coming. Screw you. Had to kill me last episode. But yeah, the other item is the rocker cover GT, which looks pretty nice. This will go on the top of the engine and actually allow us to pour oil in while covering the rockers as well. What was he? Why are you saying that? Move on. Oh, okay. Just wave at him and I'll move on. I'm not getting in your car, although that'd be a funny thing to do later in the series once I've not got much to do. Anyway, as we were, I'll continue and move on to the next thing that I need to be doing. If I can start the car, that'd be nice. Or tractor. Ooh, careful. Right, we're good, we're good. Now the next thing that I'm going to be doing actually requires the tractor. Or there's... I could use the sledgehammer for this. Which sounds a little suspicious, but... I mean, it is going to be some breaking and entering. So, there's a little house here. I am going to make my way in there. Was that door open? It shouldn't be. Let's just steer our way in. Oh, no, it's not open. It was just the design of the door. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop truck. Get my foot on the clutch. Shift into first. I'm going to lower the arm. That'll do. And then I'll lower the fork as well. And then here we go. Let's do a little bit of braking and entering. Door smashed. Just reverse my way out of here. And then go back into first. Ooh, nearly stalled it. And then I'll just pull up here. Before I turn off the engine though, these are getting raised back up. Really, it's just the arm that needs raising actually, because that's the one that inhibits my vision. It's probably safer to have it down, but I'm not going to bother, because Penna wants to crash into me. It's going to be his death anyway. Here we go. Now I'm starting to get a bit thirsty, so let's crank this a few times. One more maybe? Yeah, there we go. Quick sip. Nice. And then let's head on in to this spooky abandoned building. So in here, if I just go on in, there is a risk of death because of this. That's a hornet's nest. In this game, the character you play as is allergic to hornets. And if he gets stung, I think, 3 times, he just dies. Might be more than that, it might be 5, but what I'm going to do is abuse this game's physics, which has abused me several times. Just throw the tires straight through the wall. And these I'll be able to use immediately on my car. Now, I think one of them spawns with very low durability on it. By very low, I mean it could be like 1%. Ooh. I really don't like that sound. So yeah, I'll just have to be careful once I do actually install them to the car. But for now, just throw them in here. At least I've got wheels. Would probably be worth putting new tires on them, but I want to hold on to as much cash as I can at the moment. Right, let's now take the scenic route to Perry RV. Oh, I just stalled it. Oh, I don't have the hand throttle on, that's why. Here we go. Don't want to drive down there. Oh no. I'm good? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. So skip second, straight into third. No messing around here. Right, so I'm on the road-ish. Okay, yeah, I'm on the road. I don't think I've lost any items. If I have, I'll go back for them later. At least I know an approximate area that they'll be in. I also do know that Penna travelled the opposite direction to what I'm going, so there's a good chance that he does a lap of the map and comes back towards me. I'll need to keep an eye out for that. As funny as it'd be if I do see him again, for you guys, it would stress me out because I don't want to lose any of the items I've just collected. There's also a chance that I'll see a wrecked car on the way this way. I know one does spawn somewhere around this like rocky area. I'll just keep an eye out for that, because then even though I'm going the other way, I'll be able to drop it off with Slitari later on and get the money for it. But yeah, since this is a new area, I know that I said I'm gonna hold back on the speeding up. But since this is a new area, I think it'd be nice to have like sort of a scenic view of the place. So I'll do a sped up segment until we reach the place just ahead. So yeah, I'll speed it up just for now. So on the left here is the dance pavilion. On Saturdays, there's music that plays here, and there's a live band, and that's how I get the watch. I'm not going to go into details on how I get the watch yet, but you'll see probably when it reaches the first Saturday in this game, because I like to have the watch. It feels strange looking at a blank wrist when I try and look at the time, so I'll get that as soon as. And you guys will get to see what that's about. The animations there are absolutely brilliant. And I did recently find out that the band that plays there, all of the movements for it, including like the drum hits and the strums on the guitar, they're all perfectly synced to the music that they're playing. There's a little fun fact for you. I'll probably bring that up again when I actually do see them playing. But yeah, I'll speed it up again until I reach Periarvi. I don't think there's anything else important on the way, so it'll just be sped up until we reach it. Here we are, entering Periarvi from the other side. We've only experienced one side on the series so far, but this is the other entrance. And just up ahead there in that yellow building, that is... not this yellow building, sorry, the one just left of it, that would be Timo's, or Tamo's pub and shop. So I'm going to head there now. Mainly to fill up my two tanks, my gasoline tank and my what's it called? Diesel tank. That's it. And we'll get those filled, and I'll also go and buy some stuff that we're going to need for brewing Kilju. If I just take a look around here... Oh, no, I did park it up the correct side. Actually, I'm all about saving money. I could just put the no tax fuel in there. Yeah, I think I'll do that in the actual tractor, but for the actual diesel and gasoline tanks, I'll fill these up with the real stuff. Just open this, grab that, and there we go. Filling her up. And for the diesel as well. Brilliant. So that's going to cost me like 146 marker, which isn't too bad, really. I'll grab those just as I come out of the shop.
Katos Päive, no mitäpä laitetaan?
Yes. Give him a wave. What a good man. Even though I flicked a cigarette at him last episode. I may splash some cash. Well, I want some mosquito spray. I don't know if you've heard, but there's like a buzz of a bug in the game. Not a problem, but like, you know, and that will fix that, albeit temporarily. Unless I've got... Let me just check my mods list. Dude. Well, let's take a look. I may have the mod that turns that off. Doesn't look like it. So yeah, I am definitely going to need some of that spray. And then I'll take 6 of these. And 1 of these. So 6 sugars, 1 yeast. That's how many... that's the exact ratio that I need to brew the perfect Kilju. And then juice concentrate. 6 of those. They're the jugs that I will be filling up with the Kilju. So 307. Oh, that's including the 146. That's actually not too bad. Let's see how much this actually goes up to, though. Need some oil. I need some 2-stroke fuel. I need some coolant. I need 3 of these. And I'll take a fire extinguisher just for safety. Dude, I'm getting rinsed. What is that? Okay, fine. Yeah, just throw it all on the floor too. Cheers, dude. Right, let's just throw this in. Whatever. I'll throw all these in here. Did I lose anything? All wheels. The pit covers. And no, didn't lose anything. This is good. But I don't want those sitting at the very back just in case. There's the local public transport. If I die, that is going to be essential for me getting around. Because you respawn in this town. And obviously I'd more than likely want to get back to the house. So, yeah, that's going to be an essential bit of transport that I'll need. If I die, you know, keep it hopeful. Anyway, let's ferry all these back to the trailer, and then we'll get on our way back to the house. Oh, I was going to fill this up. Yeah, I'm not going to bother. I'll risk it. I've already got a tank of diesel, which is fine for this fine, trusty vehicle. I'm hoping that I can get home before I starve to death. But we'll see. We'll see. It'll take me a little while to get home anyway, so I think I might just cut to me getting into the garage at home. First, though, I think I'll check to see if there's any police, because they do spawn over here. Just after this little hill, they often spawn like down here, and you'll see them hiding in the tree line as well, ready to snipe you with the like speed laser gun thing. Oh no, not at the bottom of this hill, it's the bottom of the next little bit where you can see the top of the hill there. Let's take a look. But there, it'd be pretty cool to show you. I'm not seeing them in the tree line, unless they're hiding real good. Oh no, he's there, look. There's a cheeky little police officer with his speed gun. Let's see how this goes. I don't think I've got anything illegal on me. The fact that I'm questioning it is a bit concerning, though. Hello, Mr. Officer. Yes, I am stopping. On the parking brake on.
Tämän näköinen särki tällä kertaa. Kai sinä tiedät, että kun poliisi sitä tarjoaa pilliä suuhun, niin siihen pitää puhaltaa.
Given the breathalyzer he wants.
Oho, sen verran haiseva henki Jantterilta. Kyllä tästä normasti sakko tulisi. Minä olen vaan niin helvetin mukava jätkä, että jätän tällä kertaa kirjoittamatta. Näkemiin.
Yeah, thanks. If I were doing anything wrong, I wouldn't have stopped, would I? Anyway, let's get back to the house. It's crazy how they only stop you as well. They never stop any of the... Oh my good God, what happened there? Well, we've got emergency services here, they can deal with that. Oh no. Dude. What? Everything all at once. Anyway, let's get back to the house. Get away from this mess. I'll pull over to the right a little bit. Anyway, let's just head towards the house. I'll cut the video until and just show you that I'm there, and then we'll move on with building a bit more of the car. I really hope we didn't lose anything then. It keeps getting worse. Make sure I'm going straight, but there's 2 overturned cars over there now. Well, as I said before, there's emergency services there. Not my problem. Alright, I'm just going to continue on. I'll see you at the house. We are on the final leg of the journey now. I'm realising that it's getting quite dark. I've got my... I say getting quite dark. It's not that bad yet. But night comes fast. So I've got my lights on. I'm hoping that I do have enough daylight to be able to get to the Kilju bucket. I think I will, but I might leave my tractor in a place where it acts as a beacon. That probably sounds a little bit silly, but you'll see what I mean when I'm going to grab the bucket. There's a couple of other items, not key items, but good items to have, including a coffee pot. There's a camera there. There's a little lantern. Not that I'll really need that, but it's a cool little thing to have. They're all in the same location. So once I get to the house, which should be in a couple of moments now, I think I'm just getting to the last turn. Yeah, I can see the house just in the distance there. I'll drop off the items in the garage, get something to eat, because I'm near dying of hunger. And we'll go grab the brewing bucket and all the other little smaller items there. I shouldn't... Oh, there we go. Starting to die of hunger. Oh. I can hear the phone ringing. Okay, let's just screw putting the parking brake on. That's important. Probably. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Hi, Grandma. You want just some fish? Yeah, okay, Grandma. Yep. 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 Thank you. So that ties in really well, actually, to what I need to get the... well, ties into me going to grab the Kilju bucket. Because at that location, there's also a fish trap. I can set that up in any small, like, shallow body of water. Right, I'm out of food now. I need to keep that in mind. But any shallow body of water and I'll be able to get some fish from it. But for now, let's see if we lost anything. I don't think we did. Looks like everything's here. So first off, let's get these into the garage. Let's see if the... Yeah, buggy physics just opens doors for me. Nice. There's one. I think these are paintable as well, which is pretty nice. If we want them to be all fancy colours. We'll throw the last two of these into the pit, if it'll let me. Oh. Yep, that one goes there. And the final one. Then we'll go and grab our extra cool little items. I don't think I've got anything that's perishable in the back of the truck, the back of the tractor, so I can just leave those here. But that noise is starting to get on my nerves, the mosquito noise. So I'm going to open this in here. Some sugar. I can hold it, but it will make everything explode everywhere. Kind of don't want that to happen. Everything out. Oh yeah, my brake fluid and clutch fluid. There's a third one. And there we go. But I want that. Just give it a spray. Perfect. I'll just drop that in there. This is all going to be needed later, but I'll just quickly, while I'm here, show you these. So if I just drop it on the floor there and just toss these in. And these have got juice in at the moment, but, easier storage. We know where they all are, all in one place. Can transport them all at once. But we'll just leave those there for now. The phone again? Dude, I'm busy.
Morjens! Se on tohon vaikka isäntä kun soittaa.
Mr. Tovaka had a heart attack and he needs me to deliver hay bales to the farm. I've played this game so many times and I've never once ever finished this job. I'm unsure what the rewards even are. I'm assuming it's going to be some type of cash reward. You done? Mm-hmm. There we go. But yeah, I've never once finished this job. I think there's 23 hay bales across the map. And they only transport in there using this, and you can only get 3 in at a time. So it's a nightmarish task. But yeah, let's grab... actually, I'll probably, just so the battery doesn't die, I'll throw this in here so it's on charge. Nice. And I'll head over that way. I'll take the trailer with me because there are going to be a few items that we'll need transporting back to the house. So slam this into reverse. Yeah, I left the parking brake off. Here we go. Oh, I need to be careful. I've left the back of it open. Hopefully my Euro Truck Simulator experience helps with this part of it. And it looks like it did. In fact, I did that better than I do in Euro Truck. Didn't need no external cam. So I'll drive down here. I'm going to put it into low. Oh, no, I am not. I'll keep it in high. Here's the little dock at the end of the little, I suppose, like housing I won't really call it an estate, a little housing area. Let's get the engine off. Slammer in neutral. Parking brake is on, so it's not going to roll into the water. And then I'll grab, peering my head straight through that, grab this. 2-stroke fuel works for both the boat, which I'm on now, which is why I mentioned a little beacon, because I'm heading over to that little island there. If it gets too dark, I won't be able to see. Actually, we're looking good on fuel. But I'll keep it in here anyway. But that also works for my, what's it called? Moped. So, start. Nice. Now I think I need to manually do the gears. Yeah. The rest of it I can do with my wheel, and but I don't think I can. No, I can't change gears with my stick. But here we go, heading over to this island. It's a very droning noise, so I'll just speed this segment up because it, again, new area. So I'll speed this segment up, get to the island, grab the items, throw them on the boat, and then get back to the house. There it is, the little island cottage. It's fully viable to live here, but unless that's all you want to do, live and not build a car, then yeah, I mean, feel free to do so, but for me, it's called my summer car for a reason. I want to build a car. So let me do engine shut off. Hopefully isn't going to drift too far. I think it's going to stop around there. I think that's enough distance for me to jump. Yeah. A bit wary of putting stuff on there, but let's see what happens. There's the quaint little cottage on a little island in the middle of a little Finnish little lake. The light over there just then, by the way, is there's a guy on a boat that just roams the lake. I think it's 24/7. But yeah, here we go. We got an extra wood carrier, which I am going to take, because when I'm chopping wood, this comes in hella handy. So I'll throw this on the boat. I kind of want to jump on the boat and then place it so that the boat doesn't drift. So yeah, let's do that. Then in that same room, I don't know if you saw it, there was a bucket with a lid, which is nice. Let's throw that on there. And take this with us too. And then in the other room, there's some little goodies as well. So I'll grab those. I'll put this here. Nice. Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. Unless you stay in the water too long, you won't drown, so it's not an instant death like it is in the sort of like old GTA games or whatever. But here we are. We got a lantern, a camera, a bag of fireworks, which scares me very much so, but I am still going to take them with me. If you let one of these off and you're too close to it when it detonates, it like makes your character blind for like 10 minutes. Like 10 real-time minutes as well. So I don't want to do that. If I'm going to let those off, I want it to be on a very special occasion and not let it go off right in my face. Then we got a little coffee pan. You know, I think I'm going to do this by just throwing them over there and hoping they don't roll into the water. And I'll carry the coffee cup, actually. I think I'll leave the lantern and the camera for now. The camera you can use to see some spooky things near like an abandoned, like, well, not abandoned, but like a burned down farmhouse area. Where that, I think I mentioned the pig man in the last episode. That's where he lives. But yeah, this is everything that I want from here. So kind of a good haul. Got some fireworks, a coffee cup and a coffee pan, the money maker, the Kilju bucket, and the log carrier. I've just realised Grandma wanted fish, and it was almost difficult to see, but there is a fish trap right here. This is coming with me too. I'll just set it up at the sort of, what would I call it? I wouldn't necessarily call it, yeah, maybe a pier. It's not a pier, but yeah, I could set it up there at my at the main house, and that'll slowly capture fish for me. I'm a bit worried about the position of that. It might fall off, but I guess we'll see. Now, let's get back on the boat. And also, there's something I forgot to mention. There is a sort of like an external cam that I can do. So I'll give that a go. I'll use that for the journey home. I thought I'd be able to see the light of the tractor from here, but I guess not. Let's just hope for the best, but I'll do this, slam on the external cam, and let's make our way home. Okay, maybe the external cam isn't the best. Let's see if that fixes itself. Okay, it did. If it does that again, I'm just going to go into first person. But yeah, we'll just continue for now. I'll speed up this segment, and then I'll see you back at the house. Nice, so I think I can see the dock. Is it? I don't know really what I'd call it, but yeah, let's call it a dock actually. I can see that just coming up now, I think. There's also the boat guy just on the left there, that's blew off around the corner. Thought I could see it, I guess not. Let's see, it's looking like there's some other colours other than just pitch black. Yeah, there it is. So it looks like the beacon idea for the tractor didn't work due to all the bushes in the way, but still lighting me up as I approach. So let's try and... Oh no, it's not going to be a perfect line-up, I guess, but... Oh, maybe it is. Oh yeah, that's good. I don't know why I just put my foot on my brake, but is it stopping? Brilliant. Now it's very dark. I'll get this just dropped in the water right there. I'll struggle to see that, and I will probably forget about it, but let's get the... I can see something's fallen through there. Just the fire extinguisher holder. I'll take the Kilju bucket, and then I'll leave the rest of it there. In fact, no, just in case, I'll... since I've just experienced it falling through on the trailer, I'll just put these on the shore. So I know that they're safe. If not, I think they appear, any items that like fall out of world or despawn, they appear at the like garbage dump area. So I'll just throw these on the shore at the moment, and then if they disappear, I can go collect them later. So I'll hop back in the tractor, and then head. Yeah, let's keep that on high beam. I'll just head straight back to the house and start brewing some Kilju. Now it won't be, the Kilju won't be ready for probably a couple of episodes at least, because it takes like maybe maybe 2.5 real-time hours for it to brew. So yeah, that's something just to keep aware of. So I'm not going to really see any monetary gains straight away, but when I do see them, it will be big. There's a lot of money there. I think it might be like between 3 and 5 grand, so like a decent chunk of money. I cannot see a thing. Finish nights are so dark, apparently. Let's head into the house. And there it is, the reason I have this mod on. Get the lights on. And I'll head into the garage and get the lights on in there too. Then, providing I can actually see the thing. Oh yeah, it's lit up quite well. I'll grab this. And I'll begin brewing some Kilju just before the end of the episode. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then finally some yeast. Don't want to tip this upside down, because if I do, then it'll just drop all the contents out. Get all these lights on first. And then this needs to be filled with water, which I'll do just here. Yeah, you can see the light coming through the wall from my my tractor. So while that fills, I'll go and do that. Go get it turned off. Oh, it's getting late. Very late, in fact. Late enough for me to unplug the phone. No, I don't need to go into the back of there. Get the lights off this turned off, though. Nice. And then finally get this lid. And I want to close the door to the house. And take this right on through. So as soon as that fills up to the top, I'll be able to put the lid on, and then it'll start bubbling away, brewing me some money. Like a money printer. Just not a very big investment for a massive payoff. And a little bit of know-how as to where things are. There we go, so it's full, it's gone a murky sort of golden brown colour. And there we go. She's bubbling. I want to take this through to the garage. I did close all the doors, or at least the front door. I'll take this through to the garage, since I'll be spending a lot of time in here in the coming episodes. And I'll just leave that there, ready for us to make a start on the car. So I'll get some sleep. And then, I think I'd turn the tap off. Let me just make sure. Yep. Turn the lights off for money-saving sake. And I'll figure my way to my bed. There it is. And there he is, getting good night's sleep. I'll see what time it is. Big yawn. Okay, so if I save and quit, it's probably going to take it straight up to midday, which is fine for me working on the car. So yeah, I'll end the episode here. Let it take me to the main menu. Don't crash on me now, game. Nice. Here we are at the main menu, ready for the next episode. So I just want to thank you all for watching. As always, it's been a pleasure recording these. So if you could, please like and subscribe. It'd be a massive help to me and the channel, and obviously it'll help me grow. If you've got any suggestions for what I should do next, whether it's in this game or my other series on Euro Truck, just let me know in the comments. I'll make sure I reply to you and we'll get it done. Otherwise though, I hope you all have a fantastic day and I will see you in the next video. Bye.